本からこっちにやってきました。Recording in progress?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. 喋ろう。
うん。
遊んでたら。
そうよ。
I came back. I flew back to Japan.
Wow. That's you must have one of those portal doors that you open.
Yes. That's what I wanted to say. Yes.
She's been to Hogwarts. She can teleport now.
Yeah.
Show us that trick again. Go from Japan to Australia in a split second.
日本のテクノロジーすごいぜって。
Well, I'm going to say that we go ahead and let the folks who are already here, if they want to just do a quick intro and do it pretty quick so we don't take up too much of Tomo's time. So he's got plenty of time. And I'll start since I'm already talking, and then I can let it move on. I'm Janine Whited. I'm in the U.S. in the state of Tennessee. And I was diagnosed with early onset or young onset Alzheimer's in 2018. Wally, you want to go?
2018
Did you say Wally?
Yep, you're next on my screen.
Hey, my name is Wally. I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 8 or 10 years ago, told I had only a few years to live. I'm still here. They've changed my diagnosis several times. And currently they realize I have a slow moving type of dementia. It's got a really long name. And I'm glad to be here with everybody. I'm done.
Thanks, Wally. John, you're next on my screen.
Hey,
John
everyone. Oh,
I'm John Sandblom, diagnosed in 2007. Eventually, they realized that it's most likely I have an atypical form of Alzheimer's called frontal variant. It's been obviously slow progression because it'll be 19 years this year since I was diagnosed. So I'm thankful for that. Can't knock that. But like I think I said, live in central Iowa, married. We're empty nesters. Have a lot of grandkids, but just our dog and our cat that live with us. So that's me in a nutshell.
Okay, the next person on my screen is John M.
there we go. Hi there. I'm John. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia around 2010 or so. I did receive quite a course of dementia rehabilitation shortly around the time that I was having difficulties. And I think the dementia rehabilitation has really helped me to live well for the last 15 years. Thank you.
Thanks. That's awesome. The screens are moving a little bit now. Your name says iPhone, glasses, female. Yes, I can change your name if you want to tell me. No, I can change it for you. What is it?
If you can do it, that's great. I'll spell it. It's Kieran.
Karen.
All right, go ahead,
Yes,
Kieran.
Kieran. Thank you very much. I was diagnosed with a mild cognitive development about 1.5 years ago, and I live in Massachusetts, about 60 miles south of Boston. So my treatment has been long distance, but I found a new team that I love, so I start seeing them. My second visit is coming up, and they seem to be a little bit more relaxed in their approach to things, which is nice. It's not high stress all the time like Boston was. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm very excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, Lauren Vanstone.
Hello.
Let me introduce yourself.
My name's Lauren, and I don't know when I was diagnosed.
2022.
2022. My wife is here helping me.
Awesome.
And just trying to make some connections and do whatever I have to do to I don't know.
That's fine. That was perfect. Welcome, Lauren. All right, let's see who's next on my screen. Kate.
Hi, I am Kate Swaffer. Sorry, overtired. I'm a co-founder of DAI and a co-host of one of the Thursday support groups, and was diagnosed like John a long time ago, and told I'd be dead in 6 to 9 years, and here I am, 7 to 18 years later, still kicking.
Good
Still
job.
annoying people. How about that?
Thanks, Kate. Anthony.
Okay. I live in the state of New Jersey in the United States. I was diagnosed with FTD in 2019, started with symptoms in 2018. And my recent diagnosis is with cortical basal syndrome, which is a subset of FTD. And that's it for me.
Thanks, Anthony. Let's see. Elizabeth Duke.
Yeah, greetings. This is my first time mixing with you. I'm
Awesome.
living in Dunedin, which is the South Island of New Zealand, or we call it Aotearoa, New Zealand, using the indigenous name. And about 9 years back, my GP said, "You've probably got dementia down the line." But since then, we've all been calling it mild cognitive impairment. It gradually gets a little bit mild, but I'm still on top of things and pretty busy. And I live with my partner, who's also called Elizabeth. And great to be with you.
Awesome. Thank you. Great to have you. Let's see. Annie.
I'm Annie. I live in Redmond, Washington, in the United States, which is near Seattle, if any of you know that part of the country. I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2004, and I have joined this group because I need your support. Thank you.
Thanks, Annie. Kathy.
Yes, I'm Kathy Turner. I am in Illinois in the United States. Diagnosed with young onset Alzheimer's in 2020, and believed everything I read until I found this group. You know, I was getting my affairs in order.
Like we all did.
Yep, I'm happy to meet everybody.
Thanks. Jamie.
Oh. Hi, I'm Jamie Kelly in Western Australia, and I was diagnosed 3 years ago, primary progressive aphasia. And I would say that this year it's coming faster a bit. And I'm grateful that you're having at this time, and I'll get rid of that. It's 6 what's the time? 6 a.m. in the morning. And the morning is the best time for me.
Awesome. Perfect for you then. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Lorraine, you're next.
Hello, everyone, dear friends. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see everybody today. I'm Lorraine Wyatt. I am currently on the board this year for DAI. And I was diagnosed December 22, January 23. So those 2 months, it took them to get it together. I was diagnosed with, in the very beginning, MCI, and it switched to younger onset Alzheimer's. and I am a APOE double four person. And it's good to see everybody. And thank you.
Thanks, Lorraine. Nancy.
Hi, I'm Nancy Reynolds from, I'm currently living in Edmonds, Washington, and I've been living with mild cognitive impairment for about a decade, but it's only been diagnosed within the last 3 years. And I've been doing my best to participate in research for, uh, you know, uh, things that can slow down the progression of this condition. And so far, pretty much everything I've done has been AI because that's what's coming at us.
Thanks, Nancy. Lynn? Lynn Rogers?
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I said that it must have been. No, it didn't connect. Yeah, I'm Lynn Rogers. I live in Victoria, Australia, and I was diagnosed, I think it was about 10 years or so ago, and I've got FTD with a PPA and apraxia and something or other else. Yeah, at any rate, yes, I've been going fairly well. Things are starting to change now, but I'm so grateful for DAI. I've met some beautiful friends and we have a great session on a Friday morning. So, yes, thank you.
Thanks. Erica.
Hi, my name is Erica. I live in Chicago, Illinois, and I was diagnosed with PPA in 2020, and then they said FTD as well. Did it to 2022. Things like the last year, like just more confusion. So
Thank you. Sorry, were you done? I apologize.
I'm done, yeah.
Okay, all right, thanks. I'm going to scroll back through my screens. For some reason, it's shifting people, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see if I can remember. Did I hit Kathy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, is there anybody I missed? Speak up. Don't be afraid to raise your hand. Oh, nobody? Okay, everybody give yourselves a hand. We went through 16 people in 12 minutes. Awesome.
Wow.
Yay! That's probably a record. All right, I think, Kate, did you want to do any intro for Tomu?
Yeah, or maybe we can read out what the piece I sent you. Can I, if I can find that, I'll read that out. Finding it'll be tricky. Anyway, let's just do an introduction.
It's in the email. I have it.
Two Australians, one Canadian, me and the rest are from the States.
So I'm a bit vague today. I've been working hard this week.
I've got it, Kate, if you would like me to read it.
Yeah, would you mind? That would be great.
Nope. In 2013, Tomofumi Tanno, and I apologize for my pronunciation.
Can we just ask people who are not people to
Oh yeah, can you mute?
Could you? I cannot hear. If
yeah, no, we need other people to mute. Can you mute?
Yeah, everybody mute if you're not muted.
Some people might not be able to. Can you do that or not?
Yeah, I think I've only got one person that's not muted. Okay, let's see. All right, I think everybody's muted. I'll start over. Oh, I just saw somebody that's not muted. Let's see. All right, I think I've got everybody. All right. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing, and you all can correct me when you tell it. In 2013, Tomofumi Tanno was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and transferred from a sales position to an administrative role. He continues to work at Nets Toyota, is it Sendai? While actively giving lectures and engaging in activities to promote greater social understanding of dementia. 11 years ago, he founded Orange Door, a comprehensive consultation service for people living with memory loss and dementia. He is the author of several books, including Tomofumi Tanno, Living with a Smile, The Society I See as a Person with Dementia, and Why I Enjoy Living in the Present with Dementia. And before I forget, Tomo, I wanted to let you know that I have a very remote connection to Japan because my daughter lived there for a year back in 2007, I think. So she was teaching English in Himeji. So welcome, Tomo and Shizuka. Did I say that right? Okay.
You did.
All right. Well, the floor is yours. You're muted right now.
Hey, thank you for introduction. Yes, share screen.
You already shared. The screen's up.
Is that,
Yes.
sorry about that. いや、もうスクリーンシェアになってるから、これを今度自分の画面にしたの。なんかスクリーンは、でも自分は自分のスクリーン見た方が次ってやれるのか。
これでいい。
次に行けないんじゃん。けど、いけないけど。パワポ出した。いける。見えますか？はい。Okay, we will start.
皆さん、こんにちは。
Hello, everyone.
日本の田野智文と申します。
My name is Tomo from Japan.
私は13年前、トヨタ自動車で車の販売をして働き、家庭は2人の娘を持つ父親として過ごしていた39歳の時に、アルツハイマー型認知症と診断されました。
13 years ago, I was 39 when I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's type of dementia. At work, I was a car salesperson at Toyota Motors. At home, I was, and still am, the father of 2 daughters.
私も診断後は認知症イコール終わりだと思い、不安や恐怖から夜泣いてばかりました。それは泣きたくて泣いているわけではなく、ベッドに入ると自然と涙が流れてきたのです。それだけ常に不安と恐怖があり、押しつぶされそうになっておりました。
After diagnosis, I thought having dementia was equal to the end of my life. I cried too often at night as I was so afraid and anxious. I didn't want to cry. It was just that tears kept on running down my face in bed. It shows how overwhelmed I was with fear and anxiety nearly squashing me.
不安に押しつぶされそうだった私が、今のように前向きになれたのは、一人の同じ認知症の当事者との出会いがきっかけでした。その人は、人に明るく元気に過ごしている人でした。
Then I met a man with dementia who helped me to be positive like I am now. He was living well with dementia and even being happily so.
この出会いによって私は認知症の人が同じ境遇を経験した認知症の人と出会うことの必要性を感じ、それが今私の活動につながったのだと思います。私は認知症を悔やむのではなく、認知症と共に生きるという道を選んだのです。
The encounter reassured me that it is essential for people with dementia to meet the ones with the same experience. This conviction became my motivation to do advocacy work. Indeed, I choose to live my life with dementia instead of regretting having it.
現在も私はネッツア仙台に所属をしながら認知症に関わる講演活動など啓発活動をしています。
I still belong to the Nets Toyota Sendai branch, engaged in dementia advocacy work, such as giving talks on dementia to various people.
最近では、プロスポーツ選手のスポンサー契約と同じような立ち位置で、認知症の経験専門家プロとして啓発活動が仕事になりました。
Recently, I signed a sponsorship contract with my company, which is compatible with professional sports players. Mine is a dementia expert with lived experience doing advocacy work.
現在は全国を回り、認知症の人としての経験や社会のおかしなところを伝える講演活動をしています。また、国の政策委員、県、市の認知症対策の検討委員に参画するようになり、認知症の人の声を取り入れて冊子の作成などもしています。
I travel all over Japan, giving talks based on my first-hand experience and identifying the challenges we have in our society from my perspective. Also, I joined the governmental policy committees and local reviewing boards. I help publish booklets that include messages from people living with dementia.
私はこれまでの経験から同じ認知症の当事者が出会い、語り合うことがとても大切で、それは特に診断後、早い段階で必要な支援だと感じています。11年前から診断を受け、不安の中にいる認知症の人たちが元気な当事者と出会える場所を作りました。認知症の人のための相談窓口です。
Based on my experience, I say that people with dementia must meet, interact, and talk to each other. This support is needed very soon after diagnosis. 11 years ago, I created a place for dementia diagnosed people in Wari to meet the high-spirited people living with dementia. It is a general one-stop support service for people with dementia.
同じ認知症の人が自分の経験を伝え、話をすることで、その人の認知症と共に生きることを応援しています。この活動が徐々に認知症の人たちと仲間によって全国各地へ広がっています。
Orange Door encourages people with dementia to talk about their own experiences and share them with others to live well. This activity is gradually spreading in different places in Japan, thanks to the work of people with dementia and their dedicated friends.
これまで診断直後の大きな不安に対する支援はほとんどありませんでした。そこで診断を受ける病院の中に医療者の協力も得て、認知症の人たちの出会いの場を作りました。ここでは診断を受けると、そのまま同じ認知症の人たちと出会い、語り合うことができます。
We used to have almost no support to elevate our intense fear following diagnosis. So I created a space for people with dementia within a medical clinic that authorizes diagnosis by collaborating with the medical and care professionals. If you get a diagnosis, you can go meet your friends with dementia in the next room right away, chatting away to ease your mind.
認知症と診断された直後は、誰もが不安と恐怖から落ち込みます。その時、すでに経験者である認知症の人との出会い、語り合うことは、最も必要な支援で、 これは認知症当事者でなければできない支援なのです。私は認知症の診断を支援として、病院内にこうしたピアサポートの場が必要だと感じています。
Anyone could be depressed after diagnosis, overwhelmed by fear and anxiety. Again, the most vital support is meeting and talking with somebody from that walk of life. This work can be done only by people who have dementia. I believe such peer support should be provided in a medical clinic as a part of post-diagnostic support.
今までは医療や介護職だけやってきた支援を認知症当事者と一緒にやるようになりました。これから必要なのは当事者との連携ではないでしょうか。
Support for people with dementia used to be provided only by medical and care professionals. Now we are doing it together. What we need from now might be a collaboration with the ones with first-hand experiences.
リカバリーカレッジの勉強の場では、社会の偏見、当事者の工夫など、毎回テーマを決めて話し合っています。ここでは認知症の経験専門家である私たちから、この社会を見つめ、提言していこうとする場でもあるのです。
We have what we call the Recovery College, where we pick our topic every time we meet and discuss it. The issue ranges from social stigma to coping skills in our daily life. This is where we study our society as dementia experts of lived experience and make our statements and recommendations.
認知症とともに生きる私たちは、社会について語り合い、学び合う場も持っています。それは認知症の人たちがよりよく生きるためには、暮らしているこの社会が変わらないといけないと考えるからです。
As we live with dementia, we have a place to study and discuss different societal issues. I believe that our society needs to make a change for us to live our lives better.
当事者が活躍できる場が増え、笑顔になり、前向きに自立するようになれば、家族も支援者も気持ちが楽になります。家族の負担は当事者の辛さにもなります。これからは自分で決めて行動できるように応援してくれる人たちが増えることを望みます。
The more places we can be active, the more we smile and live positively and independently, which helps to relieve our families and supporters or providers. The burden of the family can be a hardship for a person with dementia as well. In the future, I hope we will have more supporters who help us in a way that we can decide and act by ourselves.
日本は世界でも最も高齢化が高く、認知症の人の割合の多い国です。だからこそ認知症の当事者が笑顔で希望を持って生きる社会を世界に示していく役割があると思います。
Japan is one of the countries with the highest aging rate, and we have a significant population living with dementia. I believe my country has a definite role in showing the world that we can create a society where we smile and live well with dementia, embracing hope.
今日をきっかけに世界の人たち、日本の人たちが手を結び、そしてその中に 認知症の人も参画し、一緒に安心して認知症になれる社会を作っていきましょ
う。Starting today, the people of the world, including Japan, will walk hands in hand with the solid participation of people with dementia. Let us create a society together where we can feel all right about dementia. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tomo.
ありがとう。
That was amazing. Thank you so much. What a lot of good information and what wonderful things that you've been able to accomplish. I think that it would be awesome if we let people ask you questions if they want to. So just raise your hand and it should put you up in the top corner so we can. I think Kate's got her hand raised. Go ahead, Kate.
Yeah, mine's just a supporting our translator Shizuka. So make comments relatively short and then give her time to translate for Tomo, and then he'll have to talk back to her, and then so it takes a little bit of time, just so everyone's aware.
Okay, does anyone want to start?
I would like to ask, how did Tomo initiate doing the I'm struggling speaking today. Going to the memory clinics to support newly diagnosed people. How did he negotiate that?
最初やったのは、オレンジドアっていうのを最初に仲間たちと作った中にお医者さんがいて、で、やってるうちに、ここに来れる人はいいよねっていうことで、そこで先生と話し合って、どんなに家に引きこもってる人でも、病院だったら会えるんじゃないかっていうことで始めました。
The start is Orange Door we mentioned to do peer support. So he opened that first. And while doing it, the part of member was the doctor. And then the doctor said, it's really good that people who can come here, but there are so many people who cannot come and join that place. And he discussed with the doctor, and then the doctor agreed that even people who doesn't want to go out from the house usually come to the memory clinic. So then why not we do it in the clinic? And that's the beginning.
Yeah. Well, was the doctor Tetsuru? Was it Tetsuru that Tomo? No.
No.
Different one, not Tetsuro.
で、
Okay.
最初は私一人でやってたんですけど、今は今日は丹野くんの日、今日はおばあちゃんの日、今日はおじいちゃんの日、今日はレビー小体型認知症の人の日ってやってて、この人とこの人を先生が合わせたかったら、知らん顔して予約を入れるので、100% ある仕組みになってます。
So at the beginning, it was only Tomo helping that support group, support chat. However, now he has the dedicated day for Tomo, like maybe 2 days a week for people with younger onset dementia or those people. And then the other day is like elderly lady, elderly male, and then Lewy body dementia, person living with dementia. And so when the person book to come to the memory clinic, the doctor will match the date with that certain person, probably match well with the living expert. Does it make sense?
Gotcha. Yes, awesome. We have a question in the chat. Let me hold on, I'm having trouble. Something is blocking my screen. So Kathy asked us, she said, thank you, Tomo. Great information. Did you stay employed the whole time, or did you work to return to your position with the support? I feel like I might have added an or that wasn't there, but something's covering the screen. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Just explaining it for tomorrow.
トヨタには大学卒業してからずっと働いてて、そのまま認知症になっても継続で働いています。
Tomo started working to Toyota since he was new grad student. How to say? I'm
Graduate.
Too Aussie. Yes, new graduate.
Yes, graduate. Yes.
And then, even after the diagnosis, he did not need to stop working or retire or quit, but the Toyota supported him continuously to keep working in Toyota.
And I think that's the most fascinating thing of his story because I don't think you would, I don't know, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a company in the US that would respect an employee that way and give them an opportunity to continue to be a valued part of their company. And so I think that's amazing. And it doesn't surprise me from the things that my daughter has told me about the Japanese culture, very caring. And so I just wish the rest of the world could take some lead on that. Anybody else? Oh, James McKillop. Hang on real quick. Let's introduce James.
Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I just translated what Janine said, and then Tomo wants to comment.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
私が認知症としてから働くことで、会社にとってもメリットがありました。
There was a benefit for the company by keep employing me.
まだ認知症になってない人たちが自分が病気になってもこうやって働ける会社だということで、自分の会社のことに自信を持つようになりました。
Also, the other employees felt more confidence that even after they got any diagnosis for chronic disease, they can continue to work in that company.
で、私がいることで、乳がんになった女の子、白血病になった男の子、その人たちもその人たちも会社に戻れるように変わってきました。
There are other people other workers who are diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, and other degenerate diseases, but they also continue to be employed, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not only him.
For those of us that live in the United States, though, it's still amazing, even though a company might glean those benefits, we just never hear of that happening here in the United States. So it's amazing to us.
And one more thing he wants to say.
私が認知症ということで会社で笑顔で働き続けることで、他のその人たちが自分の父親が認知症とかで会社を休みたいということで、認知症という言葉を使えるようになってきました。
By me, because I keep work in the company positively with smiles, the other people who has the parents living with dementia and need to take a carer's leave or sick leave, they said they are more easily to talk. They felt much easier to talk about dementia and then also to try to apply the leave in his company.
今まで恥ずかしくて隠してたんだよね。
Before he came out, other people hid the situation about themselves, but they became more openly talk about dementia.
That's awesome because that's one of the problems we all have is the stigma associated with it and the unknown and the fear of what people might say.
All right. I don't know if you noticed, Janine, Elizabeth has a hand raised.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Tomo, thank you so much. This is really exciting. I wonder, can you use social media to be in touch with people living with dementia throughout Japan who don't have contact in any other way?
あの、日本でもこういうふうなズームを使って話す機会も増えてきました。
They are growing now. He does SNS connection as well, but also there are occasions like this with the Japanese people living with dementia online.
ただ、ズームに接続できない人もいるので、なかなか広がりは少ないです。
However, he feels it's less popular or like difficult to spread because many people cannot connect to Zoom or don't know how, all those things.
地元の仙台では、こういうふうに直接会える場をたくさん作ってます。
In my hometown Sendai, I try to create many occasions to connect with people with dementia, online or in person or other way.
年齢も52歳から92歳までみんなバラバラです。
The support group includes people from 52 to 92 and all genders and everybody comes in.
Thank you. James, I noticed that you've joined us. Did you want to say anything?
First of all, good evening, Tomo-san. You're looking well. You've got a lovely looking translator with you. What's a phone number? So, obviously, I'm very sorry, but I've been thinking about this all day and I completely forgot because my short-term memory is just so bad. And it was only when I looked at the clock I realised that I hadn't thinged in. So, I believe you're still working at your job.
今もトヨタに働き続けて給料ももらってます。
He's still employed by Toyota and then continue to get the wages as well from Toyota. And it's so nice to see you, he said. We are so excited to see you, James. Thank you.
So it's rare to hear of somebody still working. I believe in your job, you to do a slightly different responsibility, but you're still working and contributing to society. And I think that's missing over here. Once you've got a diagnosis of dementia, you're written off, and yet there's so much you can do, and you're a shining example.
Can I ask a question?
Sorry, Tomo wants to answer or comment.
In a second, can you hold on to it, Jamie? Type it in the chat if you're worried about forgetting your questions. That's what I have to do.
Jamie さん、覚えれなかったら書いて。
まず、営業から事務に変わって、事務の仕事をやってきましたが、事務の仕事もちょっと難しくなってきたら、今度こうやって講演会ができるんだから、まずは採用の担当をしてみたらどうだって言ってくれて、その採用の仕事をしながら講演活動をしてたら、講演活動を仕事にしたらどうかっていうことで、その段階に合わせて会社の方で働き方を変えてくれてました。
The company really tried to fit into my ability and disability. And then, so first he was a salesperson for the car. And then when it became a little bit more challenging, the company offered the admin work, office work. And then he tried to do that. And then he did it for a few years. And then after that, once it's get a little bit more challenging, and also he started doing more guest speech or public speech, the companies saw that ability to that, and then they offered him to become a HR position to hire somebody to do interviewing or staff training. And then so he became a HR staff, and then it also got a little bit more challenging as well. And then also he's doing more public speeches or education for the public now. So then the company offered the sponsorship to work as an advertiser or kind of speech person in the public.
Awesome. Jamie, do you want to go ahead and ask your question for Tomu?
Yes, thank you. Again, a very good. Thank you very much. I'll say that. In Japan, and like Australia, does the government help people? For example, the government pays all my speech lessons and that. And even though I'm and it doesn't matter if you're a poor person or a rich person, they help. And I believe Japan does that too.
日本はお金があろうがなかろうが全員均等にサポートは受けられます。ただしそのサポートは重度になってからのサポートであって診断直後からその支援を受けるまでの間のサポートが今まではなかったと思います。
As you said, yes, there are support government funds for everybody. However, that support is more, it's similar to Australia. The more you become severe, the more you get the support funding. That means like Tomo living well, and then or just after diagnosis till you get really severe stage, you don't get enough support, or there's a gap of there's no support.
I think that's what you'd see in the US as well. And certainly in the US, you have to be poor. And in some ways, we have a really mixed up system. In the state that I live in the United States, the federal government offers programs, and then the individual states adopt how they will carry out those programs. And so in some states, you can get better coverage when you have a low income, and in other states, you can struggle. For instance, I'm dealing with a family member right now who is actually too far under the poverty line to get assistance with health insurance premiums. And that's the craziest thing I've heard of. So it's just very hit or miss here in the US to get medical coverage. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask Tomo? James?
Yes, Tomo-san. Have you written any books yet? You've got such a wealth of experience now.
Sorry, was it a question?
No, has Tomo-san written any books yet? I mean, he's got such a wealth of experience in Japan and around the world.
私は今、本を4冊書いてますが、
He published 4 books now.
先日出したのが、家族と本人の対話の本でした。
The latest one I published last month, 1月でしたっけ? In January this year, was the book about the discussion between the person living with dementia and the family, not his family, but the family of the person living with dementia from family perspective.
日本の中で今まで本人と家族と一緒に書いた本っていうのは一冊もなかったです。
There was no books before talking about the family of people with dementia and the person with dementia discuss. So there was no book like this before.
And are any of these books in the English language?
英語に翻訳されるのって。
今のところないです。
No plan yet.
Oh.
全部に英語にしてほしいよね。
He wished to be published in English as well.
Anybody else? All right, Kieran, are you talking, Kieran? We can't hear you if you are. Maybe she's not.
Can you unmute, Kieran? Maybe she might have if she's on her phone. We all have trouble on our
Yeah,
phone.
it is harder on a phone.
Thank you.
There she goes. There she goes.
I just wanted to say I would love to have those books translated quickly because this has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, it would be nice if you ever come up with a way to get them translated and available in English. That would be a great thing.
Yes, and I love the titles of your books. Living with a Smile, The Society I See as a Person with Dementia, and Why I Enjoy Living in the Present with Dementia are the 3 that we had in the email notice. And the titles intrigue me. I can't wait to if we can get them in English.
I was just going to remind members that there is a list of books. Most of them are English language books on the DAI website. And some of us had some other books to add years ago, but we never got around to adding it. And I think, Nancy, you've been looking at it as well. But that's a start for people who want to read about, other people living with dementia.
Thank you.
I can put the link in the chat if anyone wants.
Sure, go ahead, Kate. That's a good reminder. That might help them not have to search for it on the website.
And one of our DAI co-founders was one of the first, Dr. Richard Taylor was one of the first to publish a book about being diagnosed. So he was definitely a leader in getting out there ahead. So
yeah, the link's there for anyone who wants to check it out.
Thanks, Kate. Well, we're almost a full hour in. Tomo, do you have anything else you want to share in closing? And we'll let you finish us off here.
そうですね。本はちょっと前向きに、英語版になるように担当者に言ってみます。
You will talk to the publisher to consider to translate to and publish English version.
Excellent.
Great, thank you. Well,
And
Tomo, this is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
いや、本当に今日はありがとうございました。本当に皆さんとこうやって出会えたことも、私にとっては元気の力になっております。
thank you so much everybody for the opportunity today. And then the meeting with you guys is such a fantastic opportunity for me to live well too.
お互い元気で、これからもまたお会いしましょう。
Let's live positively and let's meet again.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
Tomo.
much.
This has been
Yep.
awesome. This
Yep.
has been
Thank
awesome.
you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for giving us your time.
It was great to get a second chance to see you, Tomo, even though this time isn't in person. It was great to see you again.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and thanks for hosting it, Janine.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Watch your emails and we'll see what we have for next month. I don't know if we'll have something as exciting as Tomu, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tomo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
ジェームス、またね、
Bye,
ジェームス。
everybody. Bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
James.
Bye, everybody. Love to
Bye-bye.
see you. Bye-bye.
どうもバイバイ。
John, bye.
Mhm.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kate.
Oops.